we're gonna take this from straight out of my Blackmagic camera and make it into something very saturated and fun and goofy. And yes, I think we can do this, right? So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the color page, obviously, and I'm gonna add a shit ton of nodes. That's what these bad boys are. Now, I'm going to pick one that's not right up the butt crack of my video and give me some space, give me a couple nodes. And I'm going to look at these buttery LUTs I have and see which one. That's absolutely not the vibe. That is not the vibe. That is not the vibe. Let's stick with that. So I added a LUT. Which I need you to think, if you don't know what the fuck a LUT is, think of it like an Instagram filter. Okay, think of it as going into your Visco app and adding in a filter. But now I'm going to obviously edit it a ton more. It's a bit dried out. It's a bit cool toned. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, the blues are up the butt crack comparatively. So I'm going to go to the node that's next to my OG boy. We're going to put the OG boy up here. I never make it this clean. And I'm going to fuck around and find out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn down the off me, I guess. I'm gonna turn down the offset, which turns down everything as far as I'm concerned. And then I'm gonna turn up the gain. And you may ask, what do these do? They do whatever this is. So I'm just looking at the image, seeing if I like it. It's not that scientific, okay? I guess I could, to not be super messy, go to the next node and do saturation separately, but usually I just do this on all the nodes, but I'm playing nice for you guys. It's like when company's over and your parents tell you to, like, hide all the messes, you know? So I'm gonna up the saturation. Don't worry, this looks bad. This looks bad. But that's because I have too much fucking red going on. So I'm gonna go over to offset because, like I said, I believe this covers everything. This is the reds in all of it, not just like the reds in the highlights. And I don't like a lot of red in my stuff, so I'm turning down the red already. This looks superb. This looks great. This looks great. I like the pinks in my dress and in my necklace and in these are tulips, right? And obviously we got the pink backdrop. This is looking good. Let me see if I turn down the blues a bit. I always prefer my images to have a bit more green than anything else. And if you look here, it's like, it's not even like I took it down that much. Let me see if I took it down more. I like that. Now let me up the saturation again. Let me down the reds. See, this is like a dance. This is a dance. Down the reds. Down the greens a bit. Yeah, we don't need. Down the blues. This is the game I play. It's too much green. Let me see if I up the highlights, what that does to everything. Because I do like blowing out my highlights. I prefer that oftentimes. Okay, I think what I need to do, I'm going to warm it up a bit. And then I'm going to take down the reds again. And then I'm going to take down the greens. I'm getting stage fright. Okay, yeah, adding a bit more blues. That's looking good. That's more in the ballpark. This is a good start. I'm liking where this is going. Now I'm going to go to after the LUT. So now I'm editing everything after the LUT. What I was doing before with those nodes is I was editing everything going into the LUT. And so each node stacks on top of each other. You know, it's a layer. So now I'm going to node 5 and I'm going to fuck around and find out again. I'm going to up the saturation. I'm going to turn down the reds. As you can tell, there's a theme here. Also, the hard part here is I'm doing this with a huge softbox shining in my face. So it's like hard to get a glimpse of what's going on. Like, and I'm just covering my face. I'm sorry, guys. This is chaotic. Like I said, if you wanted to go somewhere else, you can. I like things saturated. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we'll come back to that. Now we're going to do really fun stuff. I'm going to go over and I'm going to create a mask. It's going to be a circle. I'm going to make it an oval because I'm an oval. And I'm going to soften it up a lot. I don't want this to be a hard edge, and I'm going to invert it. So now everything that's masked, you can see right here on node 6, everything that I'm actually going to affect is not in the circle because I inverted it. And I'm going to go to halation. Okay, if I can spell. Halation. Slap that on there. Threshold. Let's bring that threshold absolutely down. I want a ton of halation. And I want a secondary glow because I'm a hoe for that shit. But I don't like it when it's like super grainy, and I didn't do that on purpose. So I'm gonna go over to detail loss, and there's gonna be absolutely a fuck ton of detail loss. Basic grain, no, don't touch it. I mean, like, what more is there to say? This looks good. Some people might say this is too much, and I might say they're not my target audience. They're not me. Why are we discussing what they want? Threshold. Yeah, see? Like, that just looks good. And then I can, like, go over to saturation again. Saturate the fuck out of it. Honestly, what do we have to live for? I'm doing another mask. Same story. Same thing. Not really overthinking it. Don't overthink it. Invert that bad boy. And now we're going to go, everyone really liked this. Radial blur. They liked that in a previous video. So that is radial blur at whatever fucking strength they decide. That's a lot. I'm not going to do that much. I just want to. And I can see kind of like the difference in this. I don't know if that's this mask or the other one. But let me just soften that up. It's the other one. Yeah, I don't like that hard border. I don't like a halo like that on me. This kind of gives me like Howl's Moving Castle vibes. I just want magic. You know what I mean? Like, I love blowing out my colors. I love blowing out my lights, my highlights. It doesn't need to be boring. And I just watched this YouTube video. I'm adding another node here, doing another mask, a gradient mask. I just watched this YouTube video. I want to make this darker over here. Bringing down this. Where it talked about, like, why do films look bad? Like, why do movies look bad right now? Like, why? And it's because, like, we have basically what the YouTuber was saying. I'll link it here somewhere down below. Is that, you know, when we made that move from film to digital and digital started getting real good, like, you can see everything now. You can see everything in the shadows and whatnot. And we lost that contrast of, like, these inky shadows and these blown out highlights. And like this saturation, it all kind of looks like log footage, like gray. And I don't like that. I don't like it either. I think I'm right with you. It looks weird. It looks ironically cheap. I'm going to add some Gaussian blur to this to just blur out that area even more. Bring down. I just want it dark right there. I don't really care what happens. I'm going to bring down some highlights. I don't know, maybe I won't. But basically, I was seeing that, like I agree with the YouTuber, and so that really changed my idea on how I color grade. Because now I take way more risks, and I just and I just do it how I want to. You know, I don't care if some film bro out there thinks it looks disgusting, or like, oh, like you're losing detail over here, like these are way too blown out. Fuck them. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, this is my shit, you know? This isn't someone else's. Okay. I can still see that border, so I think that's with here. And, you know, let me go down to the global blend of the halation and just bring that down a bit. I do want to bring it down a bit. I think it is a bit over the top. That's okay, though. See, that's okay. You can always come back. I think this is good. So I'm going to go into face refinement. And then we just let DaVinci do its thing. Right now it's tracking my face, and I'll be able to refine certain things. Think of it like, I guess, a beauty filter in a way. I can up the blue gain on my teeth so they look less yellow. I do, the way that I color grade my footage, that was an issue in the past. Was like my teeth would look way more yellow than they actually are. Like, I don't have like white teeth. But I don't have fucking like yellow, you know, like, so vanity. I add a bit more blush to my face because I tend to lose the color in my cheeks when for some reason when it goes from here to there. So I add some of that back in, and I have a hard time staying in focus because it's just me, and this does not have autofocus. So I do sharpen my eyes a bit. I make the texture of my skin a little bit smoother. That's about the extent. I don't go nuts with it. I just makeup and post, you know what I mean? So that's the vibe. It's gonna be almost done. It's gonna, for some reason, hang on those last 5 seconds. It's never done that before. Can we go? Can we? Did I just wait? So wait, why is it glitching like that? Whoa! This has never happened. I think we're back in business. I'm gonna speak softly because heaven forbid. Okay, I'm just gonna do the face refinement real fucking quick before it decides that it doesn't want to do whatever this is. Blue and blush, a little bit of blush, please. That's good. Teeth, we're gonna do a bit of a blue gain there. And if you notice, I don't mask out my zits, and that's definitely not because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it, and I'm not worried about it enough to care. You know what I mean? Okay. I will say, it's looking a little like early 2000s, like Charlie's Angels saturation, which is not bad necessarily. There we go. I just upped the highlights a bit. But let's see how that looks. Hell yeah! We did it, guys. We did it in the end. I hope this helped you. This is honestly the most colorful I've ever done it. I don't know where my focus is. This is the most colorful I've ever done it. But I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, this is good. This is good shit. Anyways, feel free to continue to ask me questions, and when I have the time, I'll make a video answering them. If I can't just answer them in a quick comment. I hope you enjoyed. This is not, color grading is not something that I'm like, I didn't write home about, you know what I mean? Like, I truly enjoy doing it, but it's not something that I really teach because I'm still learning, and you know what I mean? But anyways, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Don't be afraid. Try new things out. Watch tutorials on YouTube and figure out your style. At the end of the day, what do you actually gravitate towards? What movies, when you watch them, do you like the color grading on? That's going to be a really big indicator. Anyways, till next time.